Hey coaches, experts, and consultants. Here are the 3 things I highly recommend you avoid when you work with your clients. Number 1, making them feel as if you know much more than they do. Working as a coach, as a consultant, yes, you do know much more, but only in your field of your expertise. So for example, we are service consultants and we, yes, know much more than our clients do from the client service and employee service perspective. However, I always know that my clients know much more about their businesses, much more about their, in your case, maybe bodies, much more about their experiences than I do. So what I can do, I can never have the flair of I know it all, or this is how it's supposed to be. I know that I always have to work with them from the perspective, oh, you know your business much better than I do, and you know your body much better than I do if you're a weight loss consultant, for example, or a nutritionist. But here's what you can apply so that you make this and this better. Number 2, blaming them for not following your recommendations. I've had this with several doctors when they would say, have you followed my recommendations? And I'll be like, oh my goodness, I did take this pill, but then I forgot this, and then I was traveling and I was blah, 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 blah. Or cosmetologists, or everybody out there, they want you to follow some procedures and rules, right? But it's not like we always can do this, okay? It's life. So if you're a nutritionist, for example, when you talk to your clients and they haven't followed your recommendations, or you're a coach or a consultant, never ever say, see, I told you that if you don't do this, this is what's going to happen. Never tell them things like, this is what I recommended, and if you do not follow this, we have a mutual responsibility in this project. Don't say that, okay? It's better to talk from a care perspective. So say something like, okay, I really care about you, you are traveling, okay, I get this. Here's what you can do while you're traveling. Here's how you can help yourself while you're traveling. Or in our case, sometimes our clients, they don't do all the recommendations, they don't follow all the recommendations because, they're companies, things happen in companies, right? So instead of telling them, why didn't you follow up the deadline, we say, probably something was going on. We do understand this. Let's see how we can work better so that those deadlines can be fulfilled, okay? Number 3, forgetting about them after the coaching session. And here, I don't mean emails, generic emails, where you just bombard your clients with your emails. That is not called relationships. Relationships is when you had a project with a client, when you had a coaching session, and you don't just follow up for the sake of following up. You follow up because you're genuinely interested. So you say, for example, we did a workshop for the company. Every time we would say, okay, you have 30 days afterwards, you can ask us questions, and we will be asking you questions because we want to know that this brings you results. So little things, recommendations, 1, 2, 3. 1, making them feel as if you know more than they do. 2, blaming them for not following recommendations. And 3, forgetting them after the project.